Hello friends. So in the earlier lecture for the product mix from the marketing mix concept where 4 P's are there and 1 P we have completed, that is product mix, in which we have gone through the what is meant by product characterization, product life cycle, then the product elimination, product diversification, and how the branding and packaging helps the product mix. So these concepts we have gone for the product mix. Now the second P from the 4 P's is the price mix. So today our focus will be how the price mix concept helps the marketing mix. Now the price mix is another important element of the marketing mix. It is considered as very critical element, as we are knowing that the price of the component or the price of any product, to define that price of the product, it is very important fact, and again it is very critical fact that there is a competition, and again considering that competition we have to fix our product cost. So price can be defined as the economic value of the product, normally expressed in the form of monies. Now this economic value in the India, we are with the rupees, so we are fixing the product price with the rupees. The price of the product should be set in such a way that the buyers can pay and company can earn adequate profits. So this is very important thing, that so whenever a company provides the price for any product, so in that case they have to think about the capability of the buyer, that he is going to be paid for that product. So that capability is there with that buyer to pay the cost. And again there is important fact that the adequate profit should be get earned, so that the company can run. Now in case of price sensitive customers on one hand and the prestigious sensitive customers on the other hand, so this is the fact that we are knowing that there are the dividation of the customers. Some customers are dealing with the price sensitiveness, so they need less price, okay, and again they are demanding for the quality also. And other hand we are knowing that some prestige customers are there, so they are prestige sensitive for the price, so they need the quality product. They never think about the price that they require to pay on the product, so they are being called as prestige sensitive customers. So in between the decision has to be made, so because both the customers are very important, okay, so that we can say that the sale will be maximum for that product. So both the customers are very important, and in that case we require to put the proper pricing decision for the marketing purpose. A common strategy for beginning small business is creating a bargaining pricing. This is well known fact that whenever we move into the market, so for the new products which are there inside the market, so for that we can go for the bargaining. We can bargain the cost, and we can get that product in the less cost. But this fact will be helpful for the company, that if they provide the bargaining for the pricing, so in that case they can increase the initial sales of the product. And again bargaining with the lower cost than the competitors will again help, okay, that the initial stage will be successful and the product may we can say position into the market. So for positioning of the component, the product into the market, that is very important that initially we should provide the bargaining cost. Although this may boost initial sales, low price usually equates low quality. So we are knowing that if we require to have the low cost for the product, so the manufacturing aspects, according to the manufacturing aspect, we should reduce somehow the quality of the product, and in future it may disturb the company's future. So this is very important that whenever we go for the lower cost than the competitor, so at that time we should think about the quality also. Now, the pricing strategy should reflect the product positioning. So this is very important that whenever we decide a pricing strategy, so according to the pricing strategy, the positioning of the product will be happens in the market, and resulting price should cover the cost per item and the profit margin. This is very important that our product cost should have the profit margin. Low pricing hinders your business growth while pricing kicks out of the competition. So here important fact has been given that if we go for the lower pricing, so in that case our business may be in the problem, and if we put the high pricing, then also because of the competition our product may kick off from the market. So it is very important that we should think about the in between range for the pricing. Every company should choose strategic choices when pricing the product to successfully achieve business objectives. So this is again important that every company should have some strategic choice and the planning for keeping the price, and with this objectives only, the price objectives only, the company can go in the future. Now this marketing mix, in which the pricing mix concept, whatever we are going to study, is very important because it is the only fact that the pricing mix is the only fact because of which the revenue for the company is going to be generated, and other elements like the product mixing, or we can say the other two P's like the place mix or the promotion mix. So these are just the additional cost elements. They are adding the cost. Okay, whenever we go for the product mix, whenever we go for the position mix or the promotions, so they are adding the cost on the component. But the price mix is only the thing that will generate the revenue for the organization. Now, the importance of the price mix, in which we should understand that this price mix is the concept into the 4 P's of the marketing mix, and this is the only element that generates the revenue and supports other activities like product distribution, promotion, and advertisement. So whenever the company generates the revenue from selling the components, that revenue can be spent more on the distribution factor, promotion factor, and the advertisement, so that again the positioning can be go inside the market, and we can have a deep, we can say, the positioning for the component. Now in this case, the importance of the price mix is what? That the pricing is flexible. So pricing is the only variable that is flexible and can be changed within no limits. So because that is a decision, okay, that is a decision taken by the organization, so it is having the flexibility. On the other hand, the remaining elements of the marketing mix like distribution channels, promotional campaigns, and can increase the cost. So this is the only, we can say, the flexibility where we can generate the revenue by putting the proper cost. Other elements we are no chance, okay, that we can generate the revenue or we can help the company or the organization to survive. Set the right price. Now when setting the price, keep in mind the strategic objective of the organization. So here, whatever the objective that in future how the company will be there in the market, so keeping into mind, okay, that strategic decision is very important for the right price for the company. For example, if a marketer set too high or too low in both pricing decision, it can affect the sale growth. So this is very important. If we go with the very low cost for the component with the adequate quality, so it may be possible that the sales are going to be increased. But if we put the high cost with again good quality, then it may be the possibility that the selling will be we can say the decreasing because of the price. So setting the right price is very important. Then positioning into the market. When setting a price, it conveys a message to your potential customers about your product and services and creates a perceived value of the marketing mix. So this is very important whenever we provide the positioning, whenever we think about the aspect of positioning of our product into the market. So the price is the only factor because of which the customers can be get attracted. Okay. This perceived value can affect the customer decision making process. So earlier in the chapter second we have gone for the customer decision or customer buying decision process, and in that the price is the main important factor. So depending on the price, the customers can easily attract towards your component or your product. High pricing means high quality products and services, and low pricing products and services indicate that you are a low cost provider. So this is the, we can say, the mindset of the customers, and playing with this mindset. Okay, if we put the high pricing, that means the quality of the product will be good or the service will be good. So that is the thought process provided by the customer. So with that, we can say the mindset of the customers, we should put the proper, or we should set the right price. Okay, so that the customers, more and more customers can get attracted. Now we should set the objectives of the price mix, and for this purpose, okay, that is very important. Whenever we set the objectives of the price mix, so company or the organization has to think about its future, and depending on the future only, they have to set the objectives. Now the objectives can be set according to the following, you can say, the points: that profit maximization, profit margin maximization, sales growth, market share, and survival. So all these 5 factors are very important. Okay, so that concerning to the future of the company. So whenever any company think about to set a price, so in that case they have to think about their future in concern with these 5, we can say, the objectives. Okay, now after the objectives, we should learn about which are the price elements of the marketing mix. Now there are several, we can say, the elements for the price mix, and in which the price can be set with these 10, we can say, the elements which are being shown in this slide. So the first is very important, that the objective should be set, okay, for the pricing, and this is a strategic decision taken by the organization. Then the second element is the price flexibility. For looking up the customers, different customers from the different regions, so we should set the flexibility for the price. Then the third element, that the price changes over the life cycle. That means in the introductory phase, maybe we put the low price. Thereafter, as the demand increases, as the positioning is good into the market for the product, we can change the price and we can increase the price accordingly. Then the discounts and the allowances kept on the product. Next is the geographic pricing terms, according to the geography or we can say the customers. Okay, so we should put the pricing terms. Then the legal environment set by the government, according to that again we should set the price. Then the cost and the demand. This is very good approach, that looking to the product and its a demand into the market, we should set the price. Then the price sensitivity is important element again. Competition and substitutes which are looking to our product and compete our product. So looking to their prices, our component cost or the product cost we should set. And the last element is the price of either products in the line. So we should get the knowledge into the market where our product is already in position. So looking into the we can say the other products, competitor products which are in the same line, so their cost, and according to we should set our cost. So these are the different elements which can be helped to set the price of the component. Now the company or the organization has to think in all respect of these elements, and according to that the price should be set. Price should be vary, okay, for the component from its initial stage to the growth stage in the product life cycle. Factors which influence the pricing. Now there are so many factors. We have divided that factors into the two major categories as internal factors that affect the pricing decision and the external factors that affect the pricing decision. Now the internal factors are the cost, marketing mix strategy, marketing objectives, product life cycle, and the image of the firm. So these are the internal factors. That means these factors are depends on the organization aspect or their views, and according to that the price should be get decided. Now the cost, it is the base of the base for the price that can be charged for the products and the services. So this depends on the two major, we can say, the cost which the company has to think, and the first one is the fixed cost required to produce that product, and the second is the variable cost that required again to produce and sell that product. So looking into the variable cost and the fixed cost, so the proper cost should be provided to the product, and in this case whenever we can minimize the cost of production, so over that the company has to decide the proper decisions or the strategies, and according to that the component can be get produced considering this fixed cost and the variable cost. Because if these costs are more, then the individual cost of the product is more, and we in that case cannot generate the proper revenue, because on these two costs, after summing these two costs, we have to add the profit margin. So if these two costs are more, then we require to set the profit as a less. Then the marketing mix strategy, in which we are knowing the other three P's which are very important, that is the product mix, then the placement of the component, and the promotion of the component. So these all three P's are very important, and looking to these three P's and the cost on that three P's, okay, the price should be decided for the component into the price mix. So this is very important. We should work properly on the product mix, placement mix, and the promotion mix, so that our price should generate more and more revenue. Then the marketing objectives. So this is a strategic decision taken by the company where we should have some target to reach our component into the market. It's a positioning. So according to this, we can say that the target of selling or how much component can be sold in a year, so that should be earlier get decided with the help of the objectives, marketing objectives. Whenever the product comes into the market, it will have the product life cycle, and this product life cycle should be get into understanding by the organization, and according to its stages, the price can be decided. That means in the introductory level, if we require to increase the sale, so low cost should be usual, and as soon as the product will be get properly positioned and its demand is increased, so in that case we should slightly increase the cost of the product, so that revenue can be generated. The last one is the image of the firm, which is earlier we call as a brand. So this image of the firm is very important again, because without the image it is quite impossible to properly position the component into the depth of the market. So this is very important that the proper promotion, proper advertisement of our component, its characteristics should be provided to the customers with the help of the advertisement, and with this we can generate the image of the product and in terms image of the firm, so that if the image of the firm, if it is generated, then for the next component it is very easy that we can easily position that component into the market. There are some external factors which affect the pricing decision, in which the competition, consumers buying decision, economic conditions, and the government policies. These are the four factors on which, these are external factors on which again we require to set the the pricing decision, in which looking to the competition. So if the product is same characteristics product is already in the market, so we should get the knowledge of the prices of that component, and according to that only we should set the price of our product. If our product is genuine and no competitor will be available, so we should set the good price where we can generate the more revenue, okay, from that product. So this is very important that we should always have the knowledge of the competition. Second, the consumers. Here the mindset of the consumers or the person who are going to purchase the component. So their mindset we should think, and according to that their the price of the component should be kept for the product. So this we call as a price sensitivity. So which are the customers that are going to buy, and according to their capability the product should have the price. Then the economic condition. It is very important that the economic factors include the interest rate, the inflation, and the economic boom and the recession. So all other these conditions which are there inside the market. So according to the economic conditions of the running conditions into the market, we should set the price of the component. And the last one as the government policies. And in this case, the control economy is another factor to be considered. So we should think about the policies which are being kept by the government, the different taxes which are being kept by the government, and looking after that all taxation and all the things. Okay, we should put the proper policy for selling the company. There are there are pricing methods. So different pricing methods we are going to get the knowledge about it. The first one is the penetration pricing. Now the penetration pricing, as the name suggests, penetration, that means we should penetrate our product into the market. Okay, and for that, if the penetration is good, definitely your selling will be more, and if the selling will be more, so your profitability will be more in that case. So when companies use penetration pricing strategies, the focus is to gain market share. So the market share, if the market share is more, so definitely we can earn more and more revenue from our product. So goods and services are offered at low prices than its competitors. So this is the fact that if we require to increase our sale, so we should decrease the cost of our components. Marketers wants to increase consumer awareness of the product and services and influence consumers to let's give it a try. So this is again important thing, that if we put the less price, so definitely the marketing strategy says that, or we can say the marketing policy says that if we set the less price, okay, so we can have the good penetration, and with this we can say to try the component at least by the consumer. Okay, at least they should try it for getting the possibility, or we can say increasing the possibility that the company or the person can think about the company's next product. Okay, so it will at least provide a try, okay, for the customer if the prices are low. When a company sets lower prices, so in that case it may damage the profitability, but in a long run they can raise the price after successful market penetration strategy. So this is very important, that initially if we set the low prices, and as the consumers get think about the product, it's a reliability. So in that case, if they start to consume more and more, okay, so definitely we can set the next price and we can earn more revenue, okay, according to that. So this is important, that we should think about the penetration pricing. The next is the premium pricing. Now this is, as the name, premium. So in this case, our product, if the competition is not there for our product, if the product is genuine, so in that case we should put this policy as a premium policy. And in this case, the product whatever we have given to the consumer, so that will have the good quality, and we should put the good cost on it, and we can earn more and more from that. So when a company introduces a new product with a competitive advantages, so it uses premium pricing strategy. The higher price appeals competitors to launch the products into the market, and the supply increases and the prices falls. So this is important that if our product is genuine, so immediately the other competitors will think about our product, and according to the same, we can say they can replica our product, and in that case it may be happens that the supply will be get increased. Competitors also launch the product, and in that case we should go for minimizing the cost of the product in this case. This pricing strategy is very effective in the initial production life cycle. Those businesses with unique value positions are recommended to use premium pricing. To make this acceptable to customers, companies are focused to create value perception. So this is very important that the value perception should be get generated into the market by the advertisement. Besides creating high value product, the marketers must focus on marketing efforts to support the premium pricing. It includes product packaging, decoration of stores and the stalls. So this is again important that the marketing strategy in which these are the factors, okay, where the good packaging, the decoration of the stores and the stalls, it will again help, okay, to put the premium cost on the product. As we are knowing, so for different products, okay, now in this case we are knowing that most of the mobile companies, for their marketing, they are keeping the premium pricing, and for that purpose they are using the marketing strategies like to decorate the stores and the stalls where the selling will be happens. So we should set the premium pricing accordingly. Now the next is economic pricing. The economic pricing, in which the companies use economic pricing to target price for the customers, in which we can say the retailers and the food suppliers. These are the major two elements where we can get the economic pricing aspect, where the economy they can put because the whatever the consumables they are been producing, so that consumables that should be get consumed in that day only, and for that purpose the economic pricing should be there. This aspect can be made for the larger selling volumes also, and in which a good example is in front of us, that is DMart, where the DMart provide the economic pricing strategy for their products, and because of that the larger sales volume, where the low pricing strategy becomes effective, and they can have more turnover and more profit from that. The next strategy is price skimming. Now this price skimming strategy, where we can say the product life cycle should be get understanding by the company, and according to that the price skimming objective, or we can say the strategy, should be get implemented. As we are knowing, for the mobile phones the product life cycle is having a short span. So within 1 year or the 2 years of the lifespan, the product vanishes or eliminates from the market. So according to that, so in the initial level the prices should be high, and as the gradually the sales increases and another competitor introduces new product, so at that time you require to decrease the cost of your product. So this strategy will be called as a price skimming. The next aspect is very important, is the psychological pricing, in which we are knowing the emotions of the buyer are very important, and we should think about that. And the good example that surrounded by us nowadays is a cost of the product. If it is 100 rupees the companies set the price as rupees 99. So in this case, rupees 1 will be a difference, a small difference, but it will attract that rather to go for rupees 100, the 99 will be the best price. And such a way we can provide the psychological effect for the consumer, and according to that we should set the price of the component. And the last aspect is the bundle pricing. Bundle pricing aspect is again very important perception, in which we can say for the bundle of the different components we should set a good price, and in this case we should earn more money from that. Here the turnover increases with a less profit, but in that case some of the components we should provide as a complementary, and these complementary products, okay, where we can say that if they are manufactured in the early phase or maybe 1 year or 2 years before, and we require to sell them at any way, so these unsold items can be easily we can sell out in the bundle pricing. So this strategy is again important, that looking to the stock of our different components we can make the bundles, and according to that we can set the price and we can earn the money. Now this, whatever the strategies we have been made, so in the tabulated form the next 3 slides will be there, where the penetration pricing, scheming pricing, competition pricing, for their definition and the example they have been given. So you should go with these tables where you can have the different pricing strategies, their definitions and the examples, proper example how that strategy can be applied. So these are different, again, more pricing aspects, where we can say the optional pricing, cost plus pricing, cost based pricing, value based pricing. So these can be put on the price mix, and according to that, if we provide the good offers, then if we provide the EMIs, so we can play with the emotions of the customers, and we can increase the selling of the component in this case. Thank you.